Can't swatch on this hand because I've got this nasty burn because I tried to cook, and obviously I should just sort of take out. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy Monday. Hope you had an awesome weekend. We are kicking off this week's videos with a review on the new Kat Von D Alchemy palette. If you follow me on Snapchat, you know I about lost my mind when I saw this being teased on like Trend Mood and all those different accounts on Instagram. I thought it just had the coolest packaging, and just the concept of the products itself seemed really intriguing to me. So I went ahead and picked it up. I did have a little bit of a hard time getting my hands on it. There was a little bit of confusion over the release date. I think they posted it on Sephora a little bit earlier than it was actually available, and people thought it was sold out. There was a little bit of drama there. I just signed up to be notified when it would be back in stock, and I was fortunate enough to get my hands on it. I believe it is currently out of stock on the Canadian website. Last I checked, it was available on the US, but again, you can sign up. As far as I know, it is going to be restocked. All right, so let's start by talking about the packaging, which I think is what caught everyone's eye at first. This is the exterior packaging. It's just stunning. It is so beautiful. This holographic A, the scroll work, it is amazing. And when you take the actual packaging out, I will insert a close up here, it's beautiful. I don't have anything packaged this beautifully in my makeup collection. I really don't. I am a sucker for this, but I just think, you know, as much as I love makeup, when something just looks extra beautiful on the outside, I just love it that much more. I love when a brand takes pride in their packaging and just goes above and beyond, and I think this is beautiful. So this retails for $43 Canadian, and I will put the American price down below for you guys. I was reading online and it said that Kat Von D actually took 7 years to perfect this, to create the entire product, and a lot of that time she spent hand drawing like the scroll work and the letter A because she wanted it to be perfect. I think she did an amazing job. 2 big thumbs up for the packaging. So when you open it up, you get 4 beautiful shades, and the website says you can use these for your eyes, cheeks, lips. They are transforming holographic shades, and they are absolutely beautiful. I am gonna insert swatches for you guys in just a minute, but I'm really hoping the camera will pick up what I have on my cheeks today. I have nothing like this. It's literally like a holograph on my face. There's just this beautiful prismatic sort of glow. I'm wearing the violet shade called Amethyst, and it's just, I have nothing else like it. It is a little bit bold. It's not something I'm gonna wear every day, even though it is quite subtle. When I turn my cheeks in certain light, you do get that like flash of purple. It only lasts for a second. There's something really cool about it, just like the packaging, but it is a little bit intense than what I'm generally used to. These are 0.05 ounces a piece. I checked, and MAC shadows are 0.04. So these are slightly bigger than a MAC shadow, but I'll be honest, they aren't humongous. I mean, you're paying $43 Canadian, so that works out to roughly $10, $11, somewhere in between per product. But I don't know, I think if you are marketing this as an eye, face, and lip palette, maybe the product could have been a little bit bigger, especially if you want to dip like a fan brush in here, you know. I don't know, that's probably my one criticism of this. I feel like the products could have been just a little bit big. That being said, in all honesty, I'm probably never going to use up all of these products. It takes forever to use up an actual powder, but I was a little bit surprised when I opened it up. I was expecting them to be just a little bit bigger. So I'm going to talk about the formula of these, but I just first want to show you each of the colors. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch these for you. So let's start with the top one at the top. The top one at the top. Let's start with this top shade. This is Green Emerald. Here is the Green Emerald. It is gorgeous. It's got like a slightly silvery, pinky, almost purpley lilac kind of shift to it. It's stunning. I don't have anything else like it. I think it is beautiful. That shade is called Blue Sapphire. This I'd say is somewhere between a blue and a violet sort of shade. It shifts between blue and purple. It's stunning. So pretty. Next is one of my favorites. This is Ultraviolet Amethyst, and it is more of a purpley shade, has a little bit of a pinky hue, but it is more of a true amethyst. It's the one I have on my cheekbones today. And finally, we have Pink Opal, which really, that's the perfect name. It does kind of shift between a pink and an opal shade. And this would probably be, probably the color that I would reach for the most on a daily basis. I think Pink Opal looks a little bit more natural on my skin tone because I do have more of a pinky undertone. So the purple is a little more like, boom, she's definitely purposely intensifying her cheekbones. All of these are not subtle, I will say. They are very pretty, but they definitely have like a little bit of an unusual hue to them. It is definitely going to draw some attention to the cheekbones. I'm okay with that. I think all 4 of these are absolutely stunning. So I was doing a little research and it says that these powders are packed with 360-degree refractive pearls and they're dipped in a prismatic coating, and that's how you get that really beautiful holographic sort of finish. So, okay, let me tell you this. Like I said, not a ton of product in this palette. I think for a face, eye, and cheek palette, you know, I do expect a little bit more, but a little goes a very long way. I just take my brush, dip it in like this, sweep it across the cheekbones, and I mean like bam. I do not need a lot of product at all. I used the purple, like I said, on my cheekbones. I took a little bit of the pink opal and I just dabbed a little bit in the center of my eyelid. I used the Bare Minerals, the Wish palette. Is that what this is called? The Wish List palette? The Wish List palette, I don't know, it was for holiday. I used it all over my lids, and then I just decided to take my finger and just dab a little bit on the center of my lid, and it actually really just brightened up the center of my eye, made my eyes look a little bit bluer, and it showed up. A lot of time these like, you know, eyeshadow topping shades don't really do anything for me, but this one was bright enough that it really, I felt like it actually, it served a purpose. It did bring some light to my eyes and I really liked it. I also put a little tiny bit of the pink on the inner corner of my eye today as well. I haven't tried this yet on my lips. I am gonna do that right now. Let me get my mirror. I am wearing a liquid matte lipstick, so I don't know that this is gonna be the best idea, but we'll try it. I'm just gonna take a little bit of the pink, my finger, and just dab it. Ooh. Hopefully you guys can see that. That's actually a lot prettier than I thought it would be. I do think it would be prettier with a, you know, like a slightly shiny lipstick or like a satin finish lipstick, maybe even a gloss. I'm not sure that a liquid matte is the best, but it's not looking that bad. It's not making my lips look dry or anything, and it's just bringing a little bit of attention to the center. So I actually really like that, and I didn't mention, but there is a little mirror in here that I've got full of fingerprints, but I was using it. It's shaped like a triangle, so it's hard to get your whole face in. You kind of have to turn it, but if, sorry, I do like your lips or something, it's functional. It's not the best mirror, but it's there. One last thing I did want to mention is that when you initially swatch these on your hands, they do seem to have just the slightest bit of powdery kickback, but when you rub your finger over it a second time, it really just has this silky smooth finish. So I don't really think that's a huge deal, and when I use a brush, dip it in, tap it off, and then apply to the cheeks, I don't have any issues with it looking powdery. It very much just kind of melts into the skin. So that initial like powdery look really scared me when I first swatched, because I was scared that it was just gonna be a chalky mess, but it's really not. So don't let that scare you. I think this is very workable. I can't stop doing this because it's just so pretty, but I really like these. If you're someone who really likes highlighters, if you're someone who likes like just, you know, these would make pretty blush toppers. They make pretty eyeshadows on their own, especially if you're into pastels. These are gorgeous. And I think also if you were just like a makeup collector, which I know sounds silly, but hey, this is just a beautiful piece to add to your collection. I'm gonna be leaving this on my vanity because it's so stinking pretty. I just wanna look at it. It makes me happy when I see it, but I do really like the product itself. It's different. It's not something I'm gonna reach for every day, but when I wanna add like a little bit of, I don't know, like in the nighttime, if I was going out on a date or something, I think this would be a pretty highlight. Definitely a pretty lip topper. But yeah, I like it a lot. Like I said, I did expect the product to be slightly larger, and initially you do get a little bit of that powdery effect, but I don't have any issues with it applying to the skin. So there's that. 2 big thumbs up from me on this palette. I think Kat Von D did an amazing job. I highly recommend checking it out. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. I'm thinking I might upload every single day this week. I have a lot of videos, a lot of products to review for you guys, so stay tuned. Please subscribe to stay up to date on new videos. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Take care of each other, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.